Hello everyone, and I'm very sorry that this much wait like you everyone did. So I'm so sorry for that. Actually, we are facing technical issue. That's why it's a bit late. But don't worry, the game that we are going to create will make you happy, definitely. And so today we are we will be working on a game, and it's a maze game. And for this, the requirements we need is just a laptop and internet connection. And you can open your laptops, and you can open pictoblocks.ai. So pictoblocks AI is actually the software that you need to open. It's a free source software. You can take that, and I will be sharing my screen to show you what we are going to make today. So yeah, let me share my screen quickly. And so sorry for this much wait. Like we never be late for having the live session, but today it's a technical glitch. So it's not in our hand. I think I'm sharing a screen with everyone. I think the screen is visible for all of you. So here, actually, what things we need for making the game is, the one thing is we want a sprite. So we want our beetle sprite to make the game. And the second thing that we want is the backdrop. So we want, one is a beetle, and second, we want the backdrops for creating the game. So the backdrop you can select as a maze backdrop. If so many of you, I think, use the pictoblocks, right? So pictoblocks you use with the block-based coding only. Let me tell you how to open the text-based coding with pictoblocks. Like we have two options. One is block-based and second is text-based, right? So here, like I'll note onto the screen, like this is the screen, and onto the screen, when you go to the block section, you will have the block code part. And when you go to the Python section, you will have the Python coding part. Okay, so the code part that we will do is with the Python only. And how to select the sprites, we are selecting on pictoblocks exactly like that way. You will be selecting the sprites. So from here you will select the sprite. This will be the sprite section, and from here you will select your maze. So once you all are selected, just let me know in the chat box and we will proceed further. So this game is for those will start the very basic part in the text-based coding, like they have knowledge bit about block-based coding and they want to proceed with text-based coding. They can start with this session. Okay, so now what we are going to do, like as we all can see that there is line number 1, and this line number 1 indicates that sprite is equals to sprite beetle. Actually this is your beetle sprite. You can select any sprite of your choice, means whatever the sprite you want, you can select accordingly. Okay, so I hope you all are opening this, and just wait a while. Okay, so like the things that we are going to use here, one is the move block we want, because I want that my sprite will move up, down, left, right in the particular direction. So for that we need to write, like we need to take the move blocks. Okay, because as we all know that if I want, like if you did the pick to blocks part, then if you go to up, then we will change the move, like the steps, in two parts. One, we can change the x and y. Okay, and the second part is we can change the movement. Okay, so that's what we will do now. The first thing is I want to move my sprite and I want to give my sprite the point in direction. So how to give point in direction to the sprite? First thing is that I'll just start writing down the code here. Just give me 2 minutes. So we will set the direction of our sprite, like what will be the direction of the sprite. So we will simply give the command that sprite.set direction. I will be writing it here. Sprite dot set direction. Yeah. Let me wait for responding. Just give me 2 minutes only. It's actually not responding. That's why. Let me wait for a while. Sometime when you open it online, then it has some issues. Yeah, it gains for number of times. It will not come number of times. Okay. Okay, everyone. So, yeah, here what we are going to do is that we will take our sprite selection, and we want our sprite to give the direction. So, I will write a code for my sprite, like I'll come over here, I will write sprite dot set direction, and this will be 0. Why I'm giving my sprite a direction 0? Like if I come over here and if I move this cursor over here like this, so the direction will be 0. I want my sprite to face towards upper, like above side, and then I will set the size of my sprite. So I will take sprite dot set size, and the size of the sprite I will set as 50. So you can set the size over here or over here with the code as well. Now what I want, like this is my sprite, I am moving it here, sometime I'm moving it here, but I want that always the position of my sprite should be this only, right? So how I can do that? For giving the position, I will write sprite dot go to x and y. Okay, so I'm writing sprite dot go to xy, and here I will check the x and y. Like as you all know what x and what y is, so we will do the same like for x and y. So here the x given is minus 141, so the same thing I will write over here, minus 141, and the y here given is minus 145, so I will write minus 145. So if I run this code, like if I click on run all, and if I start the game, like suppose my sprite is here, okay, and if I run the code, like I'll stop this first of all, and then I will run it later. So when I run the code, then my sprite position will be this only. As you can see, when I start the game, the sprite position will be this. Now what I want is that I want to give the while statement, means while one means it's a forever block. So I'm just giving it a forever block, that if sprite dot is key pressed. So if sprite key pressed, what key pressed? I want that if sprite up arrow key is pressed. So suppose if sprite up arrow key is pressed, then what will happen? The sprite will move towards upper side. Okay, that's what I want. So we will take sprite dot set direction, and the direction I want should be 0, means towards above side, and I want my sprite to move also. So I will take sprite dot move, and this time I will give the movement to my sprite as 5. Okay, this is it. Now what I will do is that I will run the code. If I run the code and if I start doing this, so after running the code, if I press the up key, like it says that when you press the up arrow key, then something is going to happen. So when you press up arrow key, your sprite will be moving with the 5 steps. As you can see, as you all can see, it's moving with 5 steps. But what I want is, like if your sprite is moving with the like down, if down arrow key is pressed, then what will happen? The same thing you will do for down arrow press, like sprite dot is key pressed is actually the function, like you have used lots of pictoblocks things, so it's also a function in that. Now I'm taking down arrow. So if down arrow is pressed, then what will happen? So if down arrow is pressed, then the sprite direction will be towards down. So from here we will check the direction. This is a clock. Now if I move this towards down like this, then the direction will be down. It's approx 180 I want. Okay, so I'm just taking the sprite direction. So I'm just clicking on here, and I want to stop this right now. I don't want to play it. So here I will give the direction like sprite dot set direction. So sprite dot set direction, and this time the direction will be 180. Like I told you, you can set the direction to the clock, and make sure about these spaces. These spaces are very important. This we called indentation. So when we write down the code in Python, we have to follow the indentation. Otherwise, it's very tough to do that. Now I will do sprite dot move, and this time the move will be like when it's going up, it's fine. It's going down, I will move it with the 5 steps only, because it's changing its face direction. So I'm just giving same movement to every sprite. So this is for up and down. Now what I want is, I want my sprite to move left and right as well. So for moving left and right, I'm just taking if sprite dot is key pressed. Okay, so if sprite is key pressed, and if this will be left key, left arrow, then what will happen? So it will be like colon I'm putting, and I'm writing sprite dot set key pressed, sorry, set direction. Actually we want to set the direction now, so we will take set direction. And this time, like if it is moving to the left, so we need to set the direction towards the left. So this is left, and for left it should be -90. So we will make it -90. So it will be -90 the direction. And now we will do like sprite dot move, because of course we want to move our sprite. So sorry, it will be 5, not -5, it will be 5. Okay, because we are changing the face direction. See, if I'm seeing towards right side, left side, upside, downside, so I'm changing the face, then definitely after changing the face I can make the movement. So that's what I'm doing over here. Now the next step we will do is like if sprite dot is key pressed. See, this is wrong, this is comma, this should be dot. Okay, so you can check while writing down the code, because in text-based coding the main problem you're facing is with the code. Whenever you will be writing down the code, you're facing the problem. So is key pressed, and this will be left key, then this will be the right key. So this will be the right arrow, and this time you will again do like sprite dot set direction. So this time of course you will be setting up the direction towards 90. Okay, so because you are moving to the right, it should be 90, and then sprite dot move, and this will move with 5 steps. Now the movement is done. Like if I want my sprite to move, like I will move it to the full screen, and if I run this code, then you can check it easily. Like the initial stage it will take is like go to X and Y. So let's run it first. Now see, it's at the position, and I can move it towards the up, I can move it towards the left direction, and I can move it towards the right direction, like up, down, left, right, it can move. Okay, it's run all, and actually it got stopped. That's why it wasn't working. So you can check with the arrow keys, all arrow keys must have to work. So now after running it, I'll press the keys, and all keys must be work. See, this is for up, this is for down, this is for right, and this is for left. Okay, so when you're moving left, right, up, down, it is working absolutely fine. Now what I want is that if your sprite is touching with a particular color, so what will happen then in case? So first thing, like I'll come over here, I press enter, and we will be writing down from this part. Make sure that whenever you will start a conditional statement, you will always start from the same line. Otherwise it will be very difficult for you to find out the bugs, because there will be the bugs if you're not following the spacing, indentation, and the rest part. So you will write like sprite dot is touching color. So is touching color, and the color you will take as 000. So 000 is actually the color code for black color. Whenever we are talking about the colors in computer, there is a particular code for every color. So I'm giving a code here 000. It means this indicates the black color line. So if your sprite is touching the black color line, and make sure I put semicolon, no, it should be colon, it's not semicolon. Then when it's touching black color line, then sprite dot set direction. Actually the direction will be this, and it should go back to its position. I want that my sprite should come back when it touches the black color line. Okay, so I will take set direction, and this will be 0. And after this I will take like go to x and y. So sprite dot go to xy, and you will give the initial position like -141 and -145. See, the position can vary according to your sprite, so you can definitely check with x and y wherever you want your sprite. Some people want that, some students want that they will start moving sprite from this position, some want from this position. Okay, so according to the positions, the x and y will definitely change. Now after doing this, when you have done with this, then what you will do is like you will start with if sprite dot is touching color. Now I want that if it is touching the red color, so the red color code is 255, then 0, then 0. And when this happens, then sprite dot say that, oh yes, you will cross a puzzle and kind of thing you can write. So I will write sprite dot say, and this will say yay, you win the puzzle. Okay, kind of, or you are at the end point or whatever, but how much time you will take. So you will put comma, you will put 2, like I want it to be, for 2 seconds it should say this, and after saying this it should break. So break is actually it will break everything and everything will stop, and yeah, the code is done. So this is actually the code, and let me run the code and let's see what will happen while running. So I run the code, and when you press the keys, you can definitely find and check. Uh, so when you press right key, it will move to the right. When you press left key, it will move to the left. So I think there will be no problem you're facing with the code part. If you're facing, just let me know in the comments. So I want my bee to cross this puzzle without touching anything. Okay, so oh my god, there is an error. Let's see which one is error. So if sprite dot say is fine, this is break, is touching color is fine, is go to x and y is fine. Oh no, it's actually stopping the code. Let me check. If sprite dot is key pressed is fine, this is fine, this is fine. If statement is fine, this is fine. Right arrow key down is fine. Let me check if something is wrong. This is also fine. No, actually that was like that stopped the code while running. No, it's fine, no error. Otherwise in the terminal you can see the error if it gives us the error. Okay, so I think this is fine. So if I run this, and if I move it, like I'm moving it. Acha, error occurred while executing Python code. When I press the left arrow key now, then something is going to happen. So if sprite dot is If sprite dot is key pressed left arrow, then sprite. Okay, with left arrow there is a error. See, sprite will be the sprite, and I wrote sprite. That was the error. Okay, so I'm running it again. So see, whenever you're facing any error, it will definitely tell you that yeah, this is the error and please do correct it. So we have to correct it, right? So I just run the code again, and let's check what will happen. So it's starting, and I'm just moving it to the upper side like this. I will, let me make it full screen. Okay, and after this I just want, no, don't touch, don't touch. Okay, okay, okay. And now I'm moving it above like this. Okay, then to the right. Okay, like this. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Now, okay, that's fine. Ting, 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 ting. That's fine. I'm about to cross, and okay, that's great. And no, yes, and this is done. This is done. Okay, and ding dong, I'm reaching to my house, and it say, yay, you win the puzzle, and that's it. So everyone, I hope you enjoy of making this. And yes, there are lots of technical glitches today, so sorry for inconvenient. This never happens. I don't know why this happens today. So very sorry, you wait a long time, but I hope you all enjoy the session. You can see, you can check that. And yeah, let's meet you in the next live session, same time. Bye bye till then, everyone.